What's going on, guys? I'm here with Don, Commander of AMVETS. What number is this?
Post 91.
Post 91. We're going to talk about a couple of things here. We're going to talk about how to get involved with the AMVETS, chili cook-off coming on, some new stuff that's going on back over here. Brand new? I mean, this is...
So, our machine's brand new.
Let me ask some questions here. See, I'm playing with Trish's phone here. Anyway, let's start off
While
with...
you're playing with the phone, I'll tell you about AMVETS.
Yes, tell me how we can get on the AMVETS.
AMVETS is a military ran. It's a non-for-profit organization of veterans that help veterans and their families and their communities. Right. So we're different than, we're not a bar. We're actually what they call a canteen. And like I say, it's for veterans. We have the bars are smoking. Our dining room is non-smoking. So basically what it was in the 40s, some war veterans, they had a buddy that was tore up pretty bad in the war and couldn't pay his bills, so they helped him pay his bills. And then they just formed this thing and said, okay, we're just going to be veterans helping veterans, and that's how that's what it started. Now it's nationwide. Like I say again, not-for-profit. We help out. We give to the good fellows in the food pantry. If we have a veteran that gets down on their luck and they need help with utility bills or just a meal, sometimes we get some that are, that, and so that's what we do. We help the community with whatever we can do. We work hand in hand with the Veteran Service Officer of White County. He gets a family in trouble, he calls us. We work with United Way, and we all pool together as a community to help out. So,
and I've seen that. I mean, the biggest thing is I've seen that. This started off as a small place. Now this is a big place.
Yes.
So you guys are involved on almost everything around town.
Yes.
It's exciting. It's exciting to see the car shows that you do here. The chili cook-off that's coming up.
Yep.
Something called Critter Day or something like
we
that.
We have a critter fry. I know years ago Gary used to have them down at Riverside,
Sure.
and guys just it's just guys that hunt and fish and that. We bring in game and we cook it up. We bring it in and we sit around and we have drinks and
so I like
tell stories about.
I think some people only think that AMVETS is they don't realize how many different people you touch base with. Whether it be veterans, whether it be just kids shopping for kids in the Christmas time and all that. It's a misnomer that it's only one thing.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a lot.
We work really close with the people out at Courage Rock. I'm sure you've heard of Courage Rock, the horse farm that helps veterans and first responders. AMVETS is actually one of the largest supporters of Special Olympics in the country.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
We do a lot.
And we have a kid here in town, Wes.
Wes.
Yeah.
Works at Kroger's. We also, two of our officers here have a young man that has qualified for nationals in Special Olympics cornhole. So we're sending him to Minnesota. He's going to Minnesota for the national competition. So, every year our riders and stuff, they go to Indianapolis and they help the kids in the bowling tournament, the state bowling tournaments and the basketball tournaments. And so we're big with Special Olympics. Like I said, it's not just a place to go sit and drink. We have Easter egg hunts for kids. Carnivals every year.
My grandkids have been part of it. That's for yours too.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, the part of the reason we were here is because Artie, she asked me to judge a chili cook-off coming Saturday, right? It's this Saturday, 3 o'clock. Chili cook-off, is that open to the public?
Yes. It costs $10. You bring a crock pot of chili in, and you'll drop it off on the dining room side, right? And they'll line them all up there, and then you guys do your judging.
Yeah. I did a couple years ago, and that was fun.
And we usually have the mayor and fire chief and whatnot, and so.
I don't perform into that category. No mayor, no fire chief.
But
I'm just the guy that lives 87 steps up off the lake. So, but I love doing it.
But that's put on by Artie's part of the Women's Auxiliary, and they put that on, and that helps them raise money. They give out, just like we do, they give out scholarships to students here in the county, and so. You pay your $10, put your chili in there, and then you kind of hang out. And then when the judges are done, you pay $5 and eat all the chili you want. Now, if you put a crock pot in the competition, then you don't have to pay the $5. But if you just want to come and eat chili, It's $5 for all you can eat.
That's a pretty good deal.
It is. And,
Can I bring my hot dog so I can put the chili on the hot dog?
There you go. There you go. And a lot of times Artie does what she calls a duck race, where you can buy a rubber ducky and she throws them all in this baby pool of water,
Right.
and then she'll draw out a duck, and
Cool.
first
Very
one
cool.
she draws out wins so much money, second one, third one, and just to kind of make it a fun day. And
Sure.
Sounds like the weather is going to be real conducive for chili, because
Yes,
it's supposed to be
it's
cold and snowy
and
Saturday.
snowy, yeah.
So
Thank you
it's
very
a great
much,
day for
Artie, once
chili.
again. I think 2 years ago it was cold and
It
snowy.
was cold and snowy, yep.
Anyway, I have a question. So that brings up the point when we're talking about there's different areas of AMVETS.
Yes.
We got Artie's got hers, and I know there's a biker type one,
Yep.
and there's a Sons of one.
Yes.
So how many divisions are there in AMVETS to help people?
we have what they call the regulars, which are the veterans.
Okay.
You have to be an honorably discharged veteran in order to join AMVETS.
Okay.
Then there's the Sons group,
Right.
that if your dad or your grandpa or your great grandpa or somebody or your mom or sister or whatever served, then you can join the Sons. It's kind of funny because my dad is a son because I served.
Well, that's kind of
So
cool.
he's a
His name is
son.
also named Don.
Yeah, so
we
he's
got the
but
Don.
he's a son. So if you've had a family member that's served, you can be a son. And then with the auxiliary, the same way on the auxiliary, if your spouse had served, or your kids or whatever, then you can be on the auxiliary. So
I don't think people realize how easy it is to get here
Yeah.
from people from the military.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I didn't understand it, and you told me a couple of years ago that some of the other posts in here, they don't have it. Like the American Legion has a different kind.
Yeah.
They still do help.
Yeah.
But they have a different ways to get in.
Yes.
This is probably the most easiest way to
this
be
is the easiest
part of
one.
the community.
This is the easiest one as far as to get into.
Right.
It's $30 a year for a membership, and if I could, it's going to be off course a little bit. But
I don't care.
want
We're
to talk
just
about
talking. We're just talking. I mean,
this year in June, White County. Past Mayor Kathy Gross.
I know Kathy very well. We just eat chili con.
Yeah, and
together,
the United
yeah.
Way of that, they are bringing in what's called the Wall That Heals, and it's basic.
Yeah.
It's like the Veterans Memorial Wall in Washington D.C. It's not the small ones that you'll see once in a while in communities. This thing's massive,
Right.
and it's going to be coming in on June 2nd, and it'll set up on the 3rd at the Reynolds Fairground, and it's going to be here till the 7th.
That's pretty cool.
And we're wanting to get. They're wanting if you have a family member that was a Vietnam veteran, even still alive,
Yeah.
they could get a hold of Kathy Gross, and that because they want those names and pictures and those stories. Because
That'd be cool.
that
Maybe we
setup
should
over
revisit
there.
this when it gets closer.
We
too.
will.
Yeah,
We
we'll
will.
have
I
to
will
do
be
that,
getting a
yeah.
hold of it because that's probably the biggest thing that's going to happen in this county
Sure.
for a long time, and it's going to be very educational.
I'm sure they love the TV stations.
And not only that,
16,
but we
18 years.
we need 200 volunteers
Right.
to run this thing for a few days. So it's pretty big.
That's a lot of volunteers.
That's a lot of volunteers, but
You can't do those guys. I can't see them moving around.
neither.
They can't move that fast.
well, see now, being a bar owner, I figured you knew this.
I know all
Those
these
guys,
guys.
those are counterbalances. See,
That's it.
they're counterbalances. They have to lay on that side of the bar so the bar don't tip over. They're counterbalance. You probably got them down. You probably got them down at Prop Report, don't you? Counterbalances.
Yeah.
You got to keep that bar steady.
It's the only way to go.
Yeah.
Tell me about these things out there.
Okay.
Brand new this year, right? Brand new. Look, you want to walk? Come
Let's
on.
walk over here.
Trish, want to come this way?
So, Indiana passed a new law. Still learning these things myself. Indiana passed a law the first of the year that non-for-profit organizations like the VFW, Legion, AMVETS,
Right.
we could have these machines, which basically it's like going to Vegas.
It is.
They call them e-tip machines, e-tip board machines, because everybody has the tip board, the pull tab,
Sure.
So as you can see, this one we've got 12 different games that you could choose from, and they go anywhere from this one you can go from $0.25 up to $5. This one you got 50 cents to $5. I don't know what all hers does, but anyway, the state passed this because non-for-profits, I mean, today's economy, it's hard to survive.
Anybody, grocery store.
Everybody.
We watch them come and go. Just-
So this is something that the state has said that would help the veterans organizations and stuff out. So this money, basically, these are like the pull tabs that you can do out of your machines,
Right.
except for it's digital.
Right.
Just like Vegas, you just put your money in, and you, like I said, you can go anywhere from $1 to $5 a play.
Right.
This one was at a quarter, so the grand prize would be $62.50. But some of them you can put in 50 cents and you can hit $599. But again, this money goes to help veterans organizations and that. So
Sure.
it's kind of a neat thing to do. You don't have to drive for an hour and a half to get up to Michigan City. You know, as long as you're a member, you can come in and sit down and play a little bit. So that makes it kind of a cool thing to do.
No doubt. No doubt. So, Mike, as we're just walking around, so you have a Sunday a month that anybody can come in?
Yes, one Sunday a month. The first Sunday of the month is what we call Open Sunday.
Right.
And what Open Sunday is one of our subordinate groups, whether it's the veterans or the Sons or the auxiliary or the riders, which the riders are our motorcycle group.
Yep.
They will provide the main course. Like the auxiliary coming up in
So
February.
that's not that's out of the kitchen. Your kitchen itself.
Well, yes, they'll furnish a main course. Like the auxiliary in February, the first Sunday, they're going to do a taco bar. So they'll furnish the meat and probably taco shells.
Right.
So then everybody else, you bring in covered dishes, and it's like a big carry, and it's free.
Okay.
And then we start eating at 1. And then they do what they call pony races, which I don't think the board's in here, but what we do is we have a big board that we lay on the end of the bar.
Right.
And it's got 6 lanes on it. And they have 6 little My Ponies that they line up there, and they have a dice tumbler that has 3 dice in it. They got their big thing set up there where you can bet $2 on a horse.
Yep.
And they'll roll this dice tumbler, and whichever horse gets to the end first wins.
I played. They've had those kind of things with the frog races in different places in different bars. Of course, technically you couldn't bet out in a real bar.
Yeah.
In a canteen you can.
Yeah.
But in a real bar you couldn't. But back in the day, those things were always fun to
Oh,
keep people
the
around.
people
for sure.
get hooping and hollering. I mean, it's a couple of bucks to bet on a horse, and then they split whatever that, how many people bet on that horse. They just split the till amongst those people. And we just started a thing a few months ago that's we call it the when the horses win all 3 of the
Trifecta.
trifecta for
Or
like the regular horses.
What's the big one? What's the one
Yeah,
you're like?
when
The
you-
Kentucky Derby. What's the
you got the
called?
Kentucky Derby.
Triple.
Triple Crown.
Triple Crown.
Triple Crown.
That's what it is. There
You
go.
can tell this old people.
So-
Their brain's gonna take a couple minutes to
So
kind of go
anyway,
around.
we do the Triple Crown.
Yeah.
That if it costs $10 to get in it, and the same horse has to win the 2nd race, the 4th race, and the 6th race.
Yep. Oh.
And if they win those 3, then you win the Triple Crown.
Sure.
And whoever's in it splits that money.
Right.
If nobody can win the Triple Crown because the horse doesn't win all 3, then that still just carries over to the next money. And I think it's like 400 some bucks now. So hey, you know, you throw 10 bucks in there, you never know. But so we do a lot of fun things. Of course, we have tip boards.
Sure.
But boy, we have some feasts in here, and it's a good time to come in and walk around
I've
and
gone
look.
through, I've done the chili one, I've done the critter one, I've done like 4 or 5 different things that you have. I've never been disappointed. I am looking forward to, Artie, thank you very much for inviting myself.
Yeah.
Artie, I'm looking forward to coming out on Saturday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, eat chili, $10, $5 to eat, $10 to enter. And we're gonna have a
Better tell
really-
Galen to remember.
Oh yeah, Galen, yeah, I gotta remind Galen.
It's a real good time. It's a good
Should be a
time.
good time.
For,
I always have a good time
Like
like
I'm
that.
saying, if somebody wants to check the place out, you know, they can come in and.
I think people
walk
want to
around
walk
and look.
around and take a look at stuff like this. I just, and again, guys, we're getting long-winded just
Yeah,
because
sorry.
we're just 2 old people talking.
Sorry.
Well, one of us is old. How old are you?
57.
So
You're
he's-
way older than
Yeah,
him.
he's like in the old age department, he's kind of like an 8th grader. That's the way I
I'm
look
a
at it.
freshman. I'm a
I
freshman.
am 67. He's like a freshman or an 8th grader when it comes to old people. Anyway, Don, thank you very much for your time. I do
No, thank
appreciate
you
it
for
so
coming
much.
in. Thank you for coming in, and I will throw this out there that if you are a member of AMVETS, we have a beautiful pavilion outside.
I know.
It has a burn pit.
It's cool. It's cool.
Very nice. Got ceiling fans, everything. If you're a member,
Yep.
and that's not booked to rent, or our dining hall is not booked to rent, you can use those items for free if it's not already booked. Because we rent out our
Yeah,
pavilion
sure.
and the dining hall for it's
We
like
had a couple
150
weddings out
bucks.
there, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we've
that's
had
cool.
weddings,
Yeah.
but that's kind of nice if you want to have a birthday party for your grandkids or something. You want, quite a few people to go out there.
Well, let's go belly up to the
Okay,
bar and
let's
get
go
yourself,
belly up and get something.
Jameson. We had to let. She's sneaking in behind us. All right.
Yeah.
Trish,
Sneaking in.
Belly Up Broadcast. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
Lake Freeman Coffee Roaster for sponsoring this. Cheers, guys.